Super focus on value. 1, 2, 3.
Value. Open up value and circle the definition, bold at the top, and read along with me. Go. Value is an element of art that relates to the lightness or darkness of a color or shade. Now, value, I think the value is going to be the most important thing of all of these when you're looking at photographs and you're looking at your drawings. If you draw really, really lightly, then you don't have any value contrast. What you need is value contrast to be able to see. This has a strong value contrast. When you're doing your photographs, if you have very little contrast, then it's not going to be a dynamic photograph. Okay, the directions here: shade in the value scale below. Use the side of a well-sharpened number 2 pencil, not a mechanical pencil. A mechanical pencil will break on you. You just don't have the width like you do here to give you a different line quality. You really don't want to use a mechanical pencil on this. Fill in each space completely. Make a gradual change from dark to light with no 2 spaces the same value. Okay, so you're going to start with, on the left-hand side, this is going to be light. Go ahead and write light. High key value is light. Low key value is dark. So the high key value, nothing. Don't put anything in the space where it says high key value, because that will be the high key value, the white of the page. The low key value is going to be really, really dark. So I'm going to turn my page here. Hold your pencil to the side like this so that you can get as much of that lead as possible. You want your pencil sharpened really well. And I'm going to go all the way across, starting really hard, pressing really hard on my pencil. If I were doing this with a mechanical pencil, I would have already broken it. And then each space, I'm just going to lighten up a little bit. That needs to be a little darker, I can already tell. And you may need to do the entire value scale before you go back and adjust those values. And I'm going to put it on its tip a little bit, hold it a little bit different direction so I can get a little darker. Now what I don't want you to do is shade it in like that. I need for you to use the side of your pencil, because everywhere that you don't have lead, then that's a high key value. I want to see a low, low, low key value in that space there. I'm just going to keep going across. You can go ahead and start. Making your value scale. Now the video doesn't show this very well. This one is usually hard to see because it's so light, but there is some value there. Another technique that I want to share with you is using to blend with. You can use your finger to blend, and you've all done this before. If you smear that lead around, you can use that to blend. Here's the problem with that. You have oil in your skin, and when you do that, then it makes it pile up, makes the lead pile up on the paper in certain areas, well, wherever the oil from your skin is. So it's really not a very good practice to use your finger, but honestly, if it's not something that's a really big project or final piece, I use my fingers all the time. So go ahead and finish your value scale. Hold on, I totally forgot something. Super focus on the screen. 1, 2, 3. I'd like for you to add one more thing at the bottom of your page to help you remember the high key and the low key value. The high key value is light, the low key value is dark. I tell you what, everybody on the test can figure out how to do a dark to light value scale. That's not the problem. The problem is remembering which one is low key and which one is high key. So here is what I want you to do. I would like for you at the bottom of the page here, I want you to draw, at the bottom of the page, I want you to draw this diagram. This diagram is a very simple little diagram of a wall light switch. And it's the dimmer switch. Raise your hand if you know what a dimmer switch is. If you have a dimmer switch in your house, or you know what a dimmer switch is. Okay? A dimmer switch is when you have, some of them are turn knobs and some just go up and down. So when you pull pull this lever down, the lights get nice and low and romantic, and when you put it up, then it's bright. So I want you to write this diagram. Make sure that you write down, dark, low key value, up, high, light, high key value. Go ahead and write that on there. Draw that diagram. And think about when you tell someone, hey, it's too dark in here, turn the lights up. If you want the lights up, you want them high. Turn the lights up high. That means high key value. If it's too bright in the room, you're like, oh, turn those lights down. It's too bright. Make it darker. So just think about turning the lights on high and turn the lights on low. Low and romantic. And high and bright. Draw your diagram.